mindful of the channels that you're subscribed to. Be mindful of the posts that you see. Be mindful of people that are in your circle. Be mindful of what the algorithms push to you, because those things can affect us, whether we like it or not, whether we want to believe it or not. They affect how we start to see ourselves and how we start to think and what we start to do. You don't want to become a 2, 3, 4-faced person that acts like this at work, acts like this at home, acts like this at church, acts like this at a party, acts like this as a boss. Hello lovely people, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. I am back with another video, another quick chit chat video, and I want to be talking about social media today. Now, what do you think about social media lately? Do you feel like social media is losing its essence? Because I do. I feel like social media is becoming something else now. I feel like things are sort of more unrealistic now than they used to be when social media started to become a thing, or when they just started rather. And these are like platforms like Instagram. I don't really know much about Facebook in terms of this, because Facebook is not really, it's very different when it comes to aesthetics and how the way people are perceived or the way people come across on the platform. More like Instagram, especially. Maybe TikTok, but mostly Instagram. And I just feel like we as a people, as a society, have now become very obsessed with how we look on these platforms. I feel like we've become very obsessed with numbers, with vanity metrics, as I call it. Sorry, guys, just a truck. I feel like we've become very obsessed with vanity metrics, which means we're obsessed with the number of followers we have. We're obsessed with social media in general. We're obsessed with looking a specific or certain way. We can't, it almost feels like we really can't be ourselves anymore on social media, sort of. Even though I know people will say, yeah, just be yourself. I feel like there is a formula to being on social media. If you don't look good, if you're not prepped, like looking like you're ready to run the wrong way, I'm sorry, not everyone's going to see your content. And another thing is, when you meet someone for the first time, maybe you're just having a conversation with them, you're trying to get to know them. One of the first questions, or one of the few first questions they would tend to ask is, oh, are you on Instagram? Right? And then they check you out on Instagram to see how you come across on Instagram. Does she have followers? Does she have a lot of followers? Does she take good pictures? How does she look? Who follows her? Who does she follow? Is she worth being my friend? Is she worth being in my circle? And I just feel like those things are not necessary. We don't even ask people for their mobile numbers anymore. It's now more, what's your Instagram handle? We're starting to lose touch with reality when it comes to actually connecting with people. I think it feels like we're establishing more of fake connections rather than real connections with people. Apart from the people that you know in real life that you also follow and they follow you, it almost feels like you follow other people. You may have the Instagram handles, but you're not really connecting. You're just there for the sake of being there. If that makes sense. Yeah, I just feel like social media has become, it's brewing that obsessive culture of me. I really don't know where we're heading, to be honest, with social media. I just feel like we need to be cautious of the information and the things that we absorb, that we let into our minds, so that we don't start to become obsessed with, as someone very popular, Ed Milet, I hope I'm saying his name right, Ed Milet said, don't be, like, I think he said something along the lines of, become addicted to achievement now. That's because, and I absolutely agree, because now it feels like people look like they are doing it big, when they're on social media. And then Instagram, and I'm going to keep talking about Instagram because that is the main place that I at least see all the time. Anyway, and we become obsessed with achievements. So if your friend on social media on Instagram looks like, oh my gosh, they're doing so well, she's traveling. Yesterday she was in the Maldives. Last month she was in Italy. 2 months ago she was in Dubai. And I'm just here in my house in the UK trying to figure out my business, trying to figure out if I want to work, trying to figure out what I want to do. What is my life? What does my life offer? Nothing. That would be someone's thinking, right? Because you start to compare your life with whatever people are putting out there, and you start to feel like you're not achieving anything, and then you become too addicted to wanting to achieve something, and then you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself because of what you see on social media. So I think we should just be mindful of what we let in, be mindful of the people that we follow on Instagram, on social media in general, be mindful of the channels that you're subscribed to, be mindful of the posts that you see, be mindful of the people that are in your circle, be mindful of what the algorithms push to you because those things can affect us, whether we like it or not, whether we want to believe it or not. They affect how we start to see ourselves and how we start to think and what we start to do. You don't want to become a two, three, four faced person that acts like this at work, acts like this at home, acts like this at church, acts like this at a party, acts like this as a boss or in your business. If that makes sense, okay? So let's try not to let the pressure get to us. If you need to deactivate Instagram, deactivate it. If you need to deactivate it temporarily, deactivate it. If you need to delete the app for a few days or weeks, delete it and come back when you're ready. Focus on what is important to you. I always use this analogy of when it comes to comparing and followers, right? I have a few accounts on social media, on Instagram, right? I've had a few over the years that I've closed down for various reasons that we'll probably not get into. And I have my hair care brand's Instagram account. I've got my Flutter brand's Instagram account, my personal Instagram account, and other accounts that I also manage for my clients, right? And the funny thing is, my Flutter brand's account, which is my business, my side business, where I do like digital marketing consultation with brands. I help them with content, I help them with marketing, I help them design websites and all that good stuff. I literally have less than 100 followers on that page. Okay? Probably about 90 now or 92 or something now. Bear in mind that I just opened that page, I think, in 2020. But I really wasn't using it as much. But I would use it and then I get busy with clients and I just wouldn't bother to post. Yeah? Now, when you look at that page of 90, let's say 90 followers, under 100, and you look at a similar page, for example, or you look at, let's say another business page, you probably think if I was to share my Flutter Brands account with someone I've just met, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a digital marketing consultant. This is what I do. This is what I do. I do this. I've worked at God is dope. I've worked at this. I've worked at that." And then I share my handle with them, and they look at it. They probably think, uh, "She's got less than 100 followers. Is she really serious? Like, who's she working with? Like, how come she doesn't have up to 1,000? She doesn't even have 500 followers." But the funny thing is, that page has earned me more money since 2020 than any other business that I've done or that I have at the moment. Okay? So my point to you and the point of that story is that followers don't matter. Followers count, your follower count does not matter. You may have 10 followers, you may have 100 followers, you might have 1,000 followers compared to your counterparts or your mates who have 100,000, 1,000,000, 500,000, 30,000, 20,000. And you're thinking, oh God, these people are really making it, and I'm just here hustling and struggling with my 500 followers, my 600 followers, you know. But for someone like me, I don't care. Why? Because I know that it might be hard, it might be tough sometimes, it might be difficult, but I am still making money. And the money actually doesn't come from Instagram, it comes from other places. But that is the page for that specific business that I run, that I own. Okay? But I'm not going to be thinking, oh gosh, I have less than 100 followers. I don't even get insights from Instagram because I don't have up to 100 followers. But that's not going to stop me from pushing, from looking for clients, from being on Fiverr, from doing this, from doing that, from speaking to people about what I do. It's not going to stop me. So don't let your follower count discourage you. You want to actually have people that will be really interested in you, people that really want to buy into what you do, than people who are just there for the sake of adding to your number or your follower count, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, I don't want to ramble too much, but let's just try to be cautious of how we use social media, be cautious of not letting yourself go, not changing who you really are from within. Not Don't change, don't stop being the good person that you are. Don't stop being the humble person that you are. Don't stop being the genuine woman or man that you are. Okay? Um, Fight for what you want, go for what you want. Don't compare. It's hard, but try not to compare. Do what you need to do. Follow your path. Go down your own path. Everyone's on a different journey. Someone's £1,000 lunch sale will be different from your own. That would be £100. We're all walking in different paths. We're all on different journeys. So my story will be different from your story, will be different from another person's story, will be different from your friend's story. But at the end of the day, it is your destiny, it is your life, it is your purpose, it is your business, okay? It is about you. So, yeah, just encouraging us not to get too carried away with social media. Let's not get obsessed with looking perfect. Let's not get obsessed with what is not realistic anymore. Let's not get obsessed with vanity metrics. Let's not get obsessed with follower counts. Let's not get obsessed with perfection. Okay? All right. I hope you found this helpful and encouraging. If you did, please subscribe, a thumbs up, leave a comment below if you have something to say to me about this video, if you can relate, and please share with a friend of a friend of a friend. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, please, as always, take care of yourself and be good. Bye.